Ugwe na siyang dating kasama sa selda ni Shi Zhejiang at may hawak ng lahat ng files niya. Kasama, di umano, ang files ni Guo Huaping. Clip po ito sa documentary.
Wang Fugui met Shi in prison and says he witnessed an attempted attack on him.
60-70个泰国人对我们10多个中国人进行那个无差别的袭击。为什么知道是针对佘志安先生呢？是因为这些泰国人相互说话当中就是有在找佘志江，那个时间是他律师会见的时间，然后所以说躲避了这一次袭击。
Wang spent 5 years in jail battling charges related to credit card fraud before being found not guilty. He says he became good friends with Shi when they were placed in the same cell. He's now the custodian of many of the tycoon's alleged secrets.
他有在亚太中留下了很多那个待解密的那些档案，目前受到他的那个授权所解密的那些内容只是部分的内容而已，但是这些内容涉及到了那些国安人员的名单。
He allows us to take a look. One file in particular catches our attention. It's a dossier about Guo Huaping or Alice Guo.
Mr. Wang has moved to an undisclosed location because of fear for his life. We have managed to record a Zoom interview with him, which we will show in a few minutes. Kamakailan lang ay sumabog ang balita na may nahuli na namang Chinese spies sa Germany. Iba pa ito sa nahuli sa Australia. Getting to the bottom of this issue is of utmost importance to our country. Is she a foreign agent? Are there other foreign agents here? The evidence is shaping up, though far from conclusive. But ignoring these questions that strike at the heart of our national security would be the height of folly. Ito po ang malinaw pa sa sikat ng araw. Ang POGOs ay gumamit ng LGU officials at law enforcement. May indications na ginamit rin sila ng foreign interests at pugad ng mga sindikato. May I now ask my colleagues, acknowledging the presence here of the Senate President Pro Tempore, Senator Jinggoy. Thank you for attending, sir. And the Senate Majority Leader, Senator Francis. Thank you for attending, sir. May I ask my colleagues if they have opening statements, and then the committee secretary can recognize the resource persons and administer the oath to those here for the first time. All right, Senate Majority Leader, Senator Francis, you have the floor.
Madam Chair, just a point of order. During the last hearing, which was held last September 24, Madam Chair, before we suspended the hearing, and the records would show, we had an executive session. And the executive session was attended by Ms. Alice Goo, as well as other members of this committee, Madam Chair. Unfortunately, the executive session was not consummated, not completed because of lack of material time, Madam Chair. So we agreed, the committee agreed, and in the presence of Ms. Alice Goo, as well as the lawyer in attendance then, I understand that there was a lady lawyer then, we agreed to continue with the executive hearing session upon the resumption of this committee's hearing today. Madam Chair, I raise a point of order because under our rules, when there is a suspension of a session or hearing, it amounts to an unfinished business. And under our rule, section 123 of our rules, under our rules, Mr. President, if a matter is not completed during an executive session of a committee, it is typically treated as an unfinished business and will resume in the next hearing as a matter of priority and precedence, Madam Chair. So, ang ibig ko pong sabihin, bago tayo magsimula ngayon, ang tanong ko lang, dapat po ituloy yung naudlot na executive session. Kasi po that would be translated as an unfinished business. So an unfinished business generally refers to a matter that were not concluded before the suspension of the last hearing, September 24 to be exact. So it takes precedence on the calendar of this committee, and therefore my query, Madam Chair, is whether we will now proceed with other matters calendared for the day, or should we proceed with the unfinished business, which is the interrupted executive session? Because under our rules, the unfinished business should take precedence or should be treated as a matter of committee hearing priority, Madam Chair. So yun po yung katanungan ko. Tatalakayin ba natin yung mga iba ngayon, or itutuloy natin yung naudlot na executive session na pumayag naman si Ms. Alice Go na ituloy? So yun lamang po, Madam Chair, kasi marami na pong matters na papasok ngayon. Baka si Ms. Alice Go ay mapagod na rin at sabihin niya wag na ituloy, pero under our rules, dapat po ituloy. Yun lamang po, Madam Chair, at sana po ay matugunan ito ng ating pamunuan ng committee ito kung uunahin ba yung executive committee na naputol, executive committee session na naputol, o tatalakayin po natin ang iba't iba pang bagay ngayon bago po ituloy yung executive committee session, Madam Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din, Majority Leader. The intention of the chair is to finish showing the video that especially the interview, the Zoom interview that we were able to conduct with Mr. Wang, and then the committee can go into the continuation, the conclusion of the executive session bago po natin ipagpatuloy yung kabuoang hearing ngayong araw.
Salamat po, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Majority Leader. So, we will now show, before we show that Zoom interview with Mr. Wang Fugui, I will ask my other colleagues if they have an opening statement, and the Senate President Pro Tempore does also. Before he delivers his opening statement, the chair acknowledges the presence of Senator Joel Villanueva and Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. Thank you, sirs, for attending. SP Pro Temp, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, and fellow members of this committee. Madam Chair,
Yes,
just a related
SP Pro
question.
Tempore.
Madam Alice, spiya ka ba talaga?
Sen, hindi po ako spy. Hindi po ako spiya po.
Bakit nasabi ni Xie Zingyan yung nirecord yun sa Al Jazeera?
Sen, kaya hihingi din po ako ng tulong po sa inyo. Tulungan niyo po ako mag-imbestiga. Hindi po ako spy. At para naman po, hindi po ako magmukhang kawawa
Sa
talaga.
dami ng tao na pwede niya banggitin, ikaw pa binanggit niya.
Tingin ko po, baka gusto lang din po niya ng media mileage ko po ngayon kasi sobrang taas po ng media mileage ko po ngayon. Possible po.
Ibig sabihin, ginamit ka lang nitong si Xie Ziyang?
Para sa akin po kasi hindi ko po siya kilala.
Kung wala pa, walang sunog. Kaya nga, inulit ko, bakit sa dami-dami ng tao, ikaw ang pinili niya na sabihin ikaw ay isang spiya?
Sen, tingin ko po, dalawa lang po yan. Para sa akin po, kailangan po niya siguro ng media mileage po ngayon. Baka meron po siya ibang motibo po. Pero ako po, hindi po ako spy at hindi ko po siya kilala.
Sa tingin mo, ano motibo niya para banggitin ang pangalan mo na isa kang spiya?
Sen, maganda rin po yung narinig ko po kanina kay Madam Chair na through our government agency po, sana po ma-invite po natin siya kahit through Zoom meeting lang din po para malaman din po natin kasi hindi po ako spy at hindi ko po talaga siya kilala.
Was a Chinese state security agent after Al Jazeera came up with a documentary that interviewed a China-born gambling tycoon who is currently being detained in Thailand. In that documentary, the businessman has a dossier of his fellow agents at the China Ministry of State Security, or the MSS, which include Go. Her files listed that her mother is Lin Wenyi and that her residence in Fujian province, when checked, turned out to be a local office of the Chinese Communist Party. The MSS is the principal civilian intelligence, security, and secret police agency of China and is responsible for foreign intelligence, counterintelligence, and political security of the Chinese Communist Party. As chairperson of the Senate Committee on National Defense and Security, I am particularly alarmed by this explosive revelation. Could this be a confirmation of what we have suspected all along, that our country now has a Chinese sleeper agents in our midst? Or could this revelation be just a ploy or another propaganda? This is a serious national security concern. There is a need to take a closer look into this and verify whether or not covert and illegal operations are being undertaken here as part of a foreign country's global influence operation. We must identify all those who exploited the vulnerabilities in our system, either for personal gain or for the benefit of a foreign entity, and make them accountable. Sa kaso ni Alice Go, kaliwat kanan na mga dokumentong lumabas patungkol sa kanyang tunay na pagkatao. Pero ang taong ito na dinidiin na siya ay Pilipino ay walang may pakitang ebidensya para patotohanan ito. Puro hindi ko na maalala. I invoke my right against self-incrimination at denial pa rin ang narinig natin. But one thing is certain, defending against malicious foreign interference should be a top priority. Whether Go Huaping leads a double life is up to the defense intelligence agencies to pursue, and the Senate must be updated on any development. And I think it is also high time to pursue amendments to the 83-year-old Commonwealth Act number 616 or the espionage law. This representation has already filed Senate Bill number 2368, and discussions to expand the coverage to include cyber espionage and provide stiffer penalties are in order. As the Senate hearings come to a close, let us remind everyone that our investigations are not all for naught. This investigation has exposed the weakness in our system, and the hardest part of it is that foreign nationals, especially Chinese nationals, are caught abusing our system. Amid the refusal of witnesses to truthfully answer our queries, this committee has been successful in connecting the dots to paint a larger picture of the extent of illegal activities involving POGOs, possibly in cahoots with public officials. And this committee deserves all the praise for being instrumental in the cases filed against several individuals. Congratulations, Madam Chair. At sa usaping ito, muling napatunayan na walang lihim na hindi nabubunyag. Kahit gaano ka pa kagaling magsinungaling at magpanggap, lalabas at lalabas din ang katotohanan. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat din po, SP Pro